Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good week. This is about mums here. I'm doing another mum one. And I'm talking about forgiveness with mums. It's really hard to be a mum, and when you look back, you just wish you had the instruction book, but you didn't. And now you're thinking, I could have done that better, or this better, or that better. And if you are a mother, you will feel that. And even if you're not a mother, but you have a mother, you need to forgive them. The first part I want to talk about is to forgive yourself as a mum. If you've been a mum, you need to forgive yourself because you probably didn't get it right all the time, and a lot of your environment and how you were parented came into it, and you didn't always know what you were supposed to be doing, and you did the wrong thing, and you need to just forgive yourself. You don't say it was all right, maybe some of the things you did or how you handled it, but you can forgive yourself. A very powerful practice is to go to your kids and say to them, I just want to say sorry for anything that I ever did that wasn't good, and that I hurt you, upset you, and did it in not a very good way, and I'm asking you to forgive me. I feel that this is very powerful. People hold on to stuff all the time. Even as a child, you remember things. Like I remember when my sister, I wasn't allowed to get stockings, but my sister was allowed to get stockings like 3 years earlier than me. I was really, really unhappy about that. And it sort of stuck because it wasn't fair, because I had to wait until I was 15, but you got them like when you were 12 or something. And you can have those crazy little things, or, when your mum didn't do the party or whatever she did and you wanted to do the party, and she didn't take you to ballet and you missed out on getting the part. You can have all those kind of things that we harbour, and they sort of get stuck in us, don't they? So you need to forgive yourself for being a mum, and to forgive and all the things that you didn't do well. The other thing is, if you are looking at your mother, you now need to, or grandmother, you need to start forgiving them. This is going to be good for you, but also good for them. Now, some people are very verbal and they can say it. Some people write letters, emails, texts. You might not be that person, you might be that person. However, it's just important that in forgiving your mum for some of the trespasses she did, or your grandma, you are actually clearing the slate, and the relationship will actually be in a better place. It has a better feel about it, better energy, more positive. It's very hard to be a mother because you never know if you're being too hard or too soft, and you vacillate between the two quite often, and you don't know whether you should be more like disciplining them more, or you're disciplining too much. It's very hard, and every situation is different, so you need to forgive your mum for not getting it right all the time. In forgiving her, there will be like a letting go as well. You let go of any grudges you have towards her, any of the things about the stockings, for example, or the ballet class. You let that go, and you do that in a good way, I call it in good light, and in love, because your mum loved you. She might not have been able to do it perfectly. She might have only loved you conditionally. She couldn't love unconditionally. It wasn't part of her makeup. However, the love was still there. And the fact that she messed it up, from your point of view, she might not realise how much she did mess it up. If you are able to, it would be very good to talk to your mum about it and say, look, Mum, I've been harbouring these things. I want to forgive you for them because I understand now how hard it was for you. These conversations are so powerful. To ask for forgiveness or to give forgiveness probably are two of the most powerful things that we can actually do down here on earth, in terms of making our relationship have a better outcome. When you forgive your mum, you're basically saying, I love you enough to not be angry with you anymore, and to let go of the hurt and the anger. I love you enough for that, and I will still be standing by your side. But now I'll have less baggage, because this is all emotional baggage that we carry and harbour, which is also really bad for us. Like, it's very bad for you to harbour this stuff. It's not good for your body, mind and soul. I think it often makes people, as they get older, become bitter and somewhat twisted, shall I say. And also they get sick more because they have so much negativity. And forgiveness is not a negative energy, like, it's a really positive energy to forgive. And it also allows the relationship to now begin again in a way, like without all the rubbish, without all the grudges and holding on and unforgiveness, as I call it, my new word that I've made. Today's podcast is really about forgiving. I feel it's really powerful to forgive yourself as a mother, if you've been a mum, to forgive yourself and to tell your children you're sorry that you did some of these things, because now you look back and you think you have regret. It's really powerful for your relationship. And sometimes they might want to tell you some things that they didn't like, and then you can sort of know, and then you say you're sorry. I'm sorry is probably, except for I love you, I think I'm sorry is one of the most powerful lot of words that you can use down here if you want to heal and mend things. Forgiving your mother or grandmother will be quite a different dynamic. It will be that you see them as a person and you see that they are flawed. Now, some mums are pretty very bad at being a mum. You'll find if you've had a mother who's selfish and a narcissist, you will find that you have quite a lot of things to forgive with them because they're so damn selfish. But within that, you will understand that genetically they're probably environmentally turned out to be a narcissist or selfish. And some of us even would have a mother who's a sociopath. And if you don't know what a narcissist or a sociopath is, you can just go and Google it, and you might find your mum sitting on the page in front of you, and you'll just go, yes, 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 yes. And you can almost forgive them for that, because sometimes it's quite genetic. It comes down through the genetic line. This is a practice which I think is going to heal nearly everything. I've got people who said they forgave their mum, but then when the mother's dying in hospital, wouldn't go visit her. So there was only a type of forgiveness that was from a distance. Of course, you need to keep yourself safe with some people who are going to be abusive or cause you pain and trauma. However, true forgiveness allows us to be with them and forgive them and step up, I call it love. Because, you remember when you were little and how your mum was there and smiling and hugging you and everything. That feeling's still there. And even if she's become a little bit cranky as she's got older, she still loves you a lot. And some people just can't do it first. And you need to understand that. Not everyone's capable of doing this kind of work. They kind of want to do it, but they just sort of can't. They corner themselves or they have a big block. It could be the door that is opening to this new relationship. So see yourself as opening it up. If people don't want it or don't give a good response, don't worry about that. Some people are so shocked when you do it, they don't know what to say. But then they come back later. I had a situation where I said to somebody in my family, I've said it to a few actually, I'm sorry and forgive me for anything I've done that was wrong. One of them I got no response from, but I know that it went in. The other one, I didn't get an initial response, but then I got a text later. And I noticed that the relationship, particularly with the second person, changed somewhat. Therefore, I don't think it's ever a waste, even if you don't get like an instant, like Touched by an Angel, that movie, when it's wonderful and all ends well. If you don't get that straight away, don't worry. Just let it filter down. People take time to process things. And you could actually have a situation where they come back to and say they're sorry for anything they did. It can open a door of love and unconditional love, really, and open a door to a new relationship that you're going to have or want to have as a mother with your kids or for your mother or grandmother. Encouraging you really to do this. It's simple. It doesn't have to be a long, big conversation. You can just throw it in there between the coffee and the cake, but people will get it. And it's a very, very healing thing to do, but you have to be genuine. You can't just say it and not mean it. You have to really be genuine. So good luck with your forgiveness this week. I think that forgiveness is so powerful. People are so stubborn and they don't want to do it, and they don't realise that just by doing it, a whole lot of stuff is just sorted. And we can actually move on because we're not trapped back there in all the baggage and all the grudges and things that we won't let go of. It's very good for everyone. Forgiveness is a great thing. Okay, I'm going now. I wish you a good week, and I hope you have a good week as a mum, and I hope you enjoy your week with your mum. Sending you lots of love and light.